Hello, Stevens Band family. It's Mr. D. Wanted to send out a quick video about some things that we have coming up and some important events, important announcements that we have to make for y'all. The first one is TMEA. The band directors are going to be out of the office, out of school for the next 2 days on Thursday and Friday, attending the Texas Music Educators Association convention. In this past newsletter, there was some instructions on how the band hall will be operating. We won't have the band hall open before school or during lunches or after school. So if everybody would just refer to the newsletter and follow those rules. The students were reminded about those rules in classes today, about not being able to have complete and total access like they're used to the band hall. So just follow the instructions in the newsletter and just know that that's going to be the case for the next 2 days. We don't have any issues with any sort of people doing things other than what we outlined in the newsletter or what we talked about today during classes. So just check that out for the next 2 days on Thursday and Friday, okay? The next thing is band fees and Colorguard fees. We do have some outstanding fees that are past due. I put in the newsletter the methods of how to pay those fees and get caught up to date with those fees. It's really important that we get those in because everything that we do relies on funding, and that's part of the funding, and we're a little bit on the low side right now, and we need to make sure that we collect all of these fees that are outstanding. You might have gotten some emails that talk about the balance and have a balance sheet if you have past due balances. Students also received a handout in class that stated past due balances as well. We just need those paid as quickly as possible. If you can send in cash or a check made out to Stevens Band, we can take that in the office. If you want to pay online, you can use the information that's in the newsletter to be able to pay your fees online via PayPal. So check that out and make sure those fees get in as quickly as possible. The next thing is we're starting two really, really important fundraisers. The first one is our spaghetti dinner fundraiser. Students were given tickets today, and they're going to get an envelope like this that has some numbers on it, and each envelope has 5 tickets inside. The students are required to sell these tickets. They're $8 each, and there's 5 of them for a total of $40. As outlined in the band handbook, this is one of the required fundraisers that we have to have happen. So a no sale of these tickets will result in $40 in charges on their band fees. And we don't want to do that. We want everybody to sell these so we can make a lot of money. The tickets are going to look like this, and they have all the information on them about when the event takes place and all of that stuff. So it's here on the ticket. The students have these in their hands today and are instructed to take them home and either sell them to family or sell them to friends, sell them to family, or purchase them themselves, but just make sure that we get these taken care of. One thing we did not tell the students is when it's all over and done with, you keep the tickets at home. Those stay with you with you. So when you come to pick them up, you got to turn in your ticket. And this envelope here, they can write their name on this envelope and put the money or the check inside of here and then come and drop this off in the white box in the office. And directors will show you how to do that if you don't know how. But we need the money back in this envelope. That would be the easiest and most efficient way to do it. You keep the tickets, we get the money or the check back in the envelope and drop it in the white box, and then we go from there. Okay? So if there's any questions, just shoot us an email, and more about this will be in the newsletter. There's already more about this in this last newsletter as well. So be checking that, okay? The last thing I want to talk about is our group fund that we have coming up. It's a huge online fundraiser, a donation campaign that's done all virtually. Students were given this paperwork today. There's a 2-sheet handout that they were given. These are instructions on how to set up their account. I'll be quite honest with you. I don't know if these accounts are ready to be set up in, but you can mess around with this and kind of see what it does. And I think students might be able to set up their own personal account for this, right? What are we trying to do? We're trying to get anybody to donate money to the Stevens Band program. Our goal this year is to bring in $30,000 on this fundraiser alone. What is that going to do? Well, there's 3 big things that we wanted to do for us. The most immediate thing is be able to properly fund the band banquet that we're going to have in May. It's a banquet and dinner and awards ceremony that's really, really special, and we haven't been able to have one for the past 2 years. So the last group of students that we have here that have experienced that type of band banquet are seniors, and it was their freshman year. We have the band banquet. It's a pretty elegant venue. We have it at the Courtyard Marriott over here on 151 near 1604. We rent out all of the banquet halls that they have and have a huge banquet there where family and friends are invited to come. The way that we fund it is students only have to pay probably between, I'm guesstimating, $18 to $20 for the band banquet is about their cost. It costs a lot more than that per person because the band boosters pay the other half of the student fees. So it actually costs over $40 for a student to attend the band banquet, but they pay half or less than half of that in actual cost. How do we fund the rest of it? Through fundraisers like the spaghetti dinner and through our group fundraiser that we have. So that's the most immediate thing that this is going to help with. The next two things are looking forward to next year. With our marching show, we want to do several things. We want to upgrade the props on the field and the way our field is laid out and our visual aspect of what we do in our show. It's funding is going to be able to allow us to design a little bit more elaborate show. How elaborate and how intricate can we get with props? That depends on how these fundraisers go. That's one of them. The other thing is we want to upgrade the quality of the flag equipment that we have in our color guard out on the field. So that's going to take some more funding than what we're normally used to. And the only way to do that is, again, through fundraising. The last thing we want to do is we want to make an effort to get every marching band student, purchase them an individual customized uniform top for the marching show for next year. This is an expensive endeavor that's going to cost between $14,000 and $18,000 to do for the entire band. It's something that will upgrade their look. They will look more sophisticated. They'll look a little bit more contemporary. And I think it would be a real treat for the students to have that. But how does that happen without us raising band fees? Well, it comes down to this. It comes down to fundraisers like this. We don't plan to raise band fees very much at all. The band fees right now are sitting on an average of $350 per student and Colorguard at $600 per student. That also includes uniforms and things for the Colorguard. We don't want to have to raise those at all, and we're not planning on raising those at all. It's whether or not this fundraiser happens will determine if we're going to be able to do these things with upgrading flag equipment and upgrading the uniform look of the band. So that's why we're shooting for $30,000. This company offers us 90% profit. So if we bring in $30,000, we get $27,000 of those dollars. We're really looking forward to having this fundraiser be a success, and we need everybody's 100% participation in this. Students, again, were given this, which talks about the sign-up process, but the second sheet is where they're going to collect adult names. They have here where they have adult names and they have cell phone numbers and email addresses. If we're going to kick this off on Friday, February the 18th, and we want for students to have this completely filled out with relatives, with family friends, with parent coworkers, extended family from out of town, anybody that you can think of, teachers here on campus that would be willing to donate a little bit to the campaign. If you put your name here, it's not obligating anybody to donate. It's not obligating anybody to an amount. They're just going to put their name on this list to receive the text messages and the emails that are going to show them how to donate to the Stevens Band and Color Guard program. It's really important that we have 100% participation, and it's super easy to do. We just need all of this filled out. By next week, we're going to start to check in with the kids of where are you at with this, okay? Because on Friday is the day that we're going to launch this, and we need all of these names and all of these accurate and up-to-date phone numbers and email addresses to make this campaign work. And then once that's done, we just see the money roll in. The goal is to raise $30,000. If everybody fills out that sheet and has accurate names and phone numbers and ready to do that inputting on Friday, I know we're going to make $10,000 in the first day alone and $30,000 overall. Okay, so I'm really looking forward to kicking this off. That's a big goal. It's a big thing. And of course, we're going to give out tons of prizes. Last year for our top prize people, we gave away flat screen TVs. We gave Nintendo Switches. We gave AirPods. There's going to be a lot of prizes involved for the top money bringer inners. So we really want everybody to participate. So that all be in the newsletter as well, and some details were out there as well. Please make sure that you listen to all these things, and I hope you remember all these things. TMEA, we got going on. What's the policies for those? Get those band fees in, get those spaghetti tickets sold, and get this online fundraiser stuff ready to go for next week. Okay, that's it. Have a great weekend. Thank you all for everything. Super proud of the kids on their solos and their ensemble concerts and everything that they've been working so hard for. See you soon. Take care. Bye.